Good morning, everybody. Welcome to EmpressAir flight number 302 from Vancouver to Vancouver. Today's special episode will feature the Airbus 330-300. As you can see, we got some details here on the start screen of the Microsoft Flight Simulator, catering truck and bridge. We will not need that today, as this is just a test flight, so let's get going. Let's get inside and I will show you the flight deck as it's been modified from the 320 to the 330 by the good people at Clink 123, CLINCK 123. So what they've done is they've started to get into the aircraft building similar to the fly-by-wire 320 Neo. So you have to take that folder out of your community folder and put it into a safe place, another folder on your desktop, and then put the 330 folder in there, otherwise it won't work. It's not compatible with the 32NX, the regular, the stable or the master build. Okay, so let's do our normal startup here, basic startup as I do it. Okay, so the ADIRS is already lined up, so the upper panel apparently is still a 320 panel from the original. So let's do that. Turn the batteries on, all the fuel pumps. If you watch some of my earlier videos where I do the full flights with the 321X, I get a little bit more, well, it would be much more detailed into it. Okay, let's turn the APU on, that's important. And this APU bleed, this is what we use to start the engines, and it helps with air conditioning and all that, circulating the air. But I'm going to turn it on now, because if I forget, the engines won't start. So we want to do that. I am going to put the beacon light on. That will tell my nav lights. I'm going to release the parking brake. Okay, so we don't have to wait for the 7 minutes to start the ADIRS.
Vancouver ground Empress 302 requesting pushback.
Empress 302 pushback request accepted.
So there's the pushback tractor down there. So he's going to hook up, push us out. So we've released the parking brake already. Let's turn on the flight display, the constraints. I'm going to hand fly the aircraft, and we're just going to check it out, do a quick flight around Vancouver. And again, my scenery is basic. I preloaded the scenery into my folder, so it should be pretty good. But I apologize for any slow frame rate, so if anybody is new to the channel, that's what's going on. My computer specs are not are great, thanks to the help I get for the computer, but I'm really not a computer expert by any means. Okay, so while we're doing that, let's turn the engine starter on. Getting a good pushback here. Let's check our views out here, external. Let's watch him from this side. It's looking good there. Now it's been stopping me about here recently.
Vancouver ground Empress 302 requesting the end of pushback.
Empress 302 request to end pushback received.
Let's give you guys a good view here of the That's the only window view we have. The other window views this side doesn't have a frame to it. But maybe your face is really close up to the window. I know I'm like that. I like to see out the window. I like a window seat. But on the longer flights now, unless I like an aisle seat. But if it's the first time I've flown a certain type of aircraft, I will get a window seat and just bother the two people sitting next to me when I need to use the facilities. Okay, so let's go back to the other side. We'll leave that there. Okay, so let's click that there. Let's set the parking brake. And we will start. Let's make sure that APU bleed is started. And it is. So we can do that. Engine number 2. We start that first. That would be that engine there. That is disturbing. So the engine's spooling up. That's pretty good graphics there for the 330. This is the 330-300 series. Its primary rival is the Boeing 777. Okay, let's start engine number 1. Show you the engine's percentages up here. So this should start going up now. Once it gets up to about 19.5, we're all ready to go.
Vancouver ground Empress 302 with Yankee request taxi for takeoff straight out departure.
Empress 302, taxi to and hold short of runway 26 left using taxiway India November Echo Romeo Juliet Hotel Delta Niner.
What?
Contact tower on 118.7 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 26 left via taxiway India November Echo Romeo Juliet Hotel Delta Niner Empress 302.
Okay, I think we can do the flaps now. Alright, we're ready to go here. We got engines are all good. We turn this back to the center there. We can release the parking brake. Yeah, everything's looking great on the 330. Sounds are good. Apparently they've got all the specs for fuel and positioning. I've got about 20%. We have about 20% fuel. We don't want a lot of weight on the aircraft if we're just doing a fly around of Vancouver. This pushback should have gone all the way back to the line. This is what they call the international horseshoe, because it looks like it's in the shape of a horseshoe. There's some cargo pallets. Cargo pallet dollies. Give it a little bit more thrust here. Aircraft needs a... Oh, we're stuttering a little bit here. Apologize for the slow frame rate for those of you new to the channel. See, the tow tractor is supposed to pull you up to the space up here, if you can see my mouse up here, and then you stop here and they disconnect the tow bar from the tractor. That way the engine thrust doesn't blow objects off the ramp and into aircraft. It could do a lot of damage to people and to equipment. So that's why we do that. Handling pretty good. There's the domestic gates for YVR. The 40 gates. That's where you can get flights to Terrace and I don't know about Terrace anymore, but to Prince Rupert, and the Edmonton and Calgary's also go from there with Air Canada. And on the other side there's the WestJet terminal for all their domestic flights. But the service on Air Transat is really good. If you're flying from Vancouver to London, that's the main route they use the 330, 300 on. They also have a couple of 200 series, which is slightly shorter, I believe. Slow me down a little bit here. Isn't that great with Vancouver in the background? Beautiful, beautiful. Oops, I missed the taxiway because I was enjoying the scenery, so we were going to, let's make a left. I'm going to make a left turn here. Let's see if I can keep it on the taxiway. You don't want the wheels going into the mud. Otherwise the push tractor would have to come out and pull you out of the mud. The sound for the 330 is pretty good. See the airport hotel back there. There's the turboprop gates for WestJet to the left. Oh, too far, sorry guys. Okay, that's the cargo jet, local cargo company. They park their 75 and 767s there. That is amazing. The 330 with the scenery, pretty good. Pretty good. Let's set the thrust back a little bit. There's Air Canada cargo. It's the Jazz hangar. If there's any young people watching this that are thinking about getting in the aviation industry, it'll be probably back to where it was a year and a half ago in about, I figure, maybe 5 to 7 years. Maybe anyone has any thoughts on that, they can comment in the comments section. But I think it's going to take quite a while for airlines to have the need to just put any aircraft on any routes like they had been before. So this 330 with this flight model requires a little bit more thrust to taxi. Get it up to 30 here. Are we looking over there? Now, if you're wondering why there's no other aircraft in the simulator, it's because I've taken that out just to help with the frame rates. Even recording this with the regular Xbox record function takes some of the frame rate off the flight sim, but I've been pretty happy with the frame rate that I get. The fact that it runs it all on computers that I own is pretty good. This computer was gifted to my family by close relatives, so I do not complain about anything that I receive of this nature because I do not know anything about computers, but I am trying to learn. I used to run Flight Simulator 98 back in the day. That was my first flight simulator. Let's get clearance here.
Vancouver Tower, Empress 302 ready at runway 26 left, departing straight out. Empress 302 cleared for takeoff, runway 26 left, straight out, departure approved.
Okay, here we go.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 26 left, Empress 302.
There's the private air operators, the south side of the airport. There is a replay app you can get now, so you can replay different angles, and I will be using that in future episodes. I have to download it first. Oh, that sounding really good. Let's go outside.
Vancouver Tower Empress 302 frequency change. Vancouver approach Empress 302 is type 3 miles west of Vancouver, 2,600 feet. Request clearance to transition, Charlie airspace. Empress 302 Vancouver approach. Squawk 6505. Squawk 6505, Empress 302. Empress 302 radar contact 4 miles west of Vancouver, 5,000 feet. Clear through the Charlie airspace.
All right,
Clear
let's
through
take.
the Charlie airspace, Empress 302.
So the plane's handling pretty good through 6,000 feet here. See if the auto thrust is. How are we looking out there? Okay, this is going to be interesting here. Take the flaps up.
Overspeed.
There we go.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
There we go, let's go inside. That's really loud. There's UBC down there above the tail. Downtown Vancouver, the West End, Stanley Park. Coming up on West Vancouver on our left.
Empress 302 contact Vancouver Center on 125.905. 125.905, Empress 302. Vancouver Center, Empress 302, 9,200 feet.
Empress 302 Vancouver Center, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
Okay, now we're above 10,000 feet, so the aircraft is, let's go down to, get her back down here.
Empress 302, contact Vancouver approach on 128.6.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
128.6, Empress 302. Vancouver approach Empress 302, 10,600 feet. Empress 302 Vancouver approach, continue as planned.
Let's put this down to 260. So that's our altimeters looking good. Okay, so the aircraft, I got the autopilot on now. We're going down to 6,000 feet, so it's handling pretty good. There's Cyprus. Cyprus. They held quite a few winter events there at the Winter Games in 2010. Okay, so let's change the heading to I think that is... I think that's Seymour. That's either Seymour or... Okay, I think that was
Empress
Mountains.
302 York, leaving my airspace radar service. Terminated. Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved.
Alright, let's bank right
Squawk
here.
1200. Frequency change approved. Empress 302. Victoria approach. Empress 302 is tied 12 miles northwest of Pitt Meadows. Request flight following. Empress 302 Victoria approach. Squawk 3032. Squawk 3032 to Empress 302. Empress 302 radar contact 11 miles northwest of Pitt Meadows, 6,300 feet. Altimeter 29.902. Copy Empress 302.
Alright, once we get clear of the mountains
Victoria
here,
approach Empress 302.
we will lower
Request
down here.
clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Whoops. Nope.
Empress 302 Victoria approach. Cleared through the Charlie airspace. Cleared through
try
Charlie
that.
airspace. Empress 302.
Not sure what that is down there. Maybe somebody in the comment section that watches this in the future can tell me what that is. I could look it up, but it's more fun when you guys tell me. Okay, so let's start banking a little bit here. Pretty much if you follow the river, you're going to hit the runway 26R. Oh, sorry about the sensitivity there. The frame rate's pretty good. Wow, we're gonna go right into the sun here. Let's take a look at our map. And we're looking okay here. We can start turning. Start lowering the flaps.
overspeed, 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 overspeed.
Empress 302, contact Vancouver approach on 128.6.
Okay, let's take the
Going to
autopilot off here and see if
128.6,
how this
Empress
handles.
302.
Apologize for the air
Vancouver,
traffic
Empress
control.
302, 3,000 feet. Empress 302, Vancouver approach, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
Okay, we're flying over the Fraser River now. Aircraft is handling pretty good. Alright, so we're going to try to line up the 26R here. 180, let's get full flaps going here. Not totally sure the specs of the speed for the 330 as we're used to flying the 320, so I apologize in advance if anything happens here. We're doing okay. Richmond's looking mighty fine today. Oh, sorry guys. Let's concentrate on landing. Okay, enjoy guys. I will talk with you on the ground safely. All right, welcome back to Vancouver, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this flight on the A330. And the liveries you can get for the 330, you can download those as well from the liveries MegaPack for the 330 from Clink 123. So hats off to those guys for the great liveries. So I think I'm going to leave you guys here for now because this is almost coming up on 40-minute episode. Could be a little bit longer if I add some stuff to the front end. So I'm just going to park you right here. And let's take a look back at the old YVR. Again, thank you for watching. Please, if you like this video and you'd like to see more, and you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. And for the rest of you, please hit the like button and the notification button, and make a comment down below if you want to let me know what this 330 looked like or sounded like compared to some of the other videos, if you'd like to see the 330 in a couple more videos. But I will be doing my BC local videos in Canada, and also again I'd like to get back to England and test out some of that scenery there. So maybe one day we'll do the Vancouver to London route and we'll just cut out the portions in between. But I need to work on a couple things here with the flight simulator and add a couple additions to the apps for pushback and air traffic control and that sort of thing. So again, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you guys in the next episode.